Hi guys, I want to show you some tips that'll be helpful to you with regard to editing the images that you take of your artwork or editing photographs or digital work if you have to, and uploading them into your digital portfolio. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to type in Pixlr, okay, Pixlr, and you're going to get this editing tool. It's a photo editor. It's free. It's very much like Photoshop, and it's really going to help you with your portfolio, with editing that you may have to do. So when you get this screen here, and this you can upload on, right? You can get this from Chrome right on your Chromebook. So you click in Pixlr right there, and you're going to be able to begin to edit your images by doing that. Now, the thing is, you have to have your images saved somewhere. They have to be saved either on your computer or they could be saved on your phone, but you have to have access to the images of your artwork. And we've been talking about how to take good photographs of your artwork, which you really should be doing. You know, making sure the lighting is good, making sure you're cropping them just right. Look at some of the videos that I have posted on Google Classroom for that. All right, so the next thing I want to do is, so we will be able to open and edit, but let's open a new window here. And let's get into our AP 2D Design Digital Portfolio. Okay, so I'm going to click in here, submit work within the AP Digital Portfolio. And all of you have to be able to get into your AP Digital Portfolio, like now. Okay, and if you cannot get into your AP Digital Portfolio, you must call the toll-free number. Okay, you have to call the toll-free number. You have to do that on your own. You have to be able to get into your portfolio in order to begin uploading. So what I did is I created a fake account for myself, and I used my other email. So I have a portfolio set up for myself, just so that I could show you what, because it'll look just like yours now. So when you get into your digital portfolio, you have this introduction page, which is really helpful. If you forget, what you need to do, it gives you everything that's required of you. And it has the different parts of the portfolio. The sustained investigation, right? Let me just get rid of these because I had put in some images. Let me just take those out, delete those out. Okay, good. It also has the selected works section. Okay, it shows you the selected works. And this here, forward portfolio, this will be something that you will do later. This is what you're going to have to do by May 14th. You're going to have to forward it to me. And also in the sustained investigation is your written evidence. Okay, and this is those questions that you have to answer about your sustained investigation. All right, so all the areas that you have to submit is all here. So let's look at the sustained investigation first. All right, I want to just delete these because I want to show you what to do. Delete these, save changes. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to upload an image here that I'm going to use for my themed or my sustained investigation. So I'm going to go to Pixlr and I'm going to open image, and I'm going to pick an image that I'd like to submit. So I'll take this one here. Okay, maybe my theme is about portraits and experimenting with different paint applications, and I'm going to use this as part of my portfolio. This is one of my process pieces. It's the beginning. It's not a finished piece, but it's how I started. So what I would do is I would pull it up on Pixlr. And now remember, the most important thing for you to do is size it. So you always got to check the size. Now over here, you could see the size. It's 2922 by 3898, very large. So image size, This has to be changed. Okay, so the College Board really does not want you to go over these two numbers. Remember these numbers, 530 or 780. So the largest number, you could try that first. You could type in a 780. But if the lower number is bigger than 530, then it's probably too big. So you go to the lower number and you type in 530, and that's fine. It can be a little bit less than the 780, but it cannot be over the 780, or it should not be over the 780. It may submit, but I don't know if it will. So that's why you have to resize your images. So 530 over 707 is fine. Click apply. So now your image appears small, but remember, it really is suitable for your digital portfolio, and the quality is still going to be good. So now you have your images sized. Okay, now you could just upload this right into your portfolio, or maybe you look at it and you decide, you know what, it's not as bright as the original piece is. So you can try some of these adjustments. So you adjust. What I always start with is an auto adjust. Auto adjust. Well, there you have it. It brightened it up just a little bit. There's a little bit more contrast. I like it. All right. I think it looks like the original piece. It's fine. If you don't think it looks right, you can go in and you can adjust some of these other things. The brightness, maybe you think it looks a little bit, it should look a little bit brighter than it came out. Or maybe you think the contrast should be a little higher. That's up to you. You adjust it to where you want it, and then you click apply. Just let it look like it looks in its original form. You can edit it beyond its original form, but when you name it, you have to say it's a digitally altered piece. Okay, so you do want to be careful with that. All right, so now I'm happy with the way my piece looks, and I want to save it somehow, okay, before I load it into my portfolio. So I have to go to File, I have to go to Save. All your images have to be JPEGs. So this has to be a JPEG. You want to pick the highest quality you can, so I would go to 100%. I would actually name this Sustained Investigation Portrait, maybe Process Piece 1, because this was the beginning of my piece, and I would download it. Now, it's downloaded here. This is, get rid of that. These ads. That's the only bad part about this program, is that you're going to get these pop-ups, but that's okay. So it's now downloaded here. So I open it up. Now I have a folder set up for my artwork. So, and you should too. So I am going to export this back into the folder right here. It's called, Sustained Investigation Process Piece 1, and I'm going to put it right back in my folder, save. So now I have updated it with that, and now I can go back to my portfolio, right? And now I'm ready to upload that piece into the, right here, right, into my first area here. So upload, I go into my folder, I look for that piece that was edited, okay? SI Portrait Process Piece, click it. And that is going to upload right into my portfolio. Okay, I want to save. Always save your changes, or else they're not going to save. Okay, click OK. And now you've uploaded your first piece. All right, the next thing I want to do is put in the size of my piece. So I could use the pixels if I want. I know that it was 707 by 530. Or I could put the actual size of the piece. So this piece the height was 18 and the width is 12 inches. So I could do that. Oh, if it gives you, I'll just do that. Okay. 18 by 12, they'll know. Now I go down here, go down here to materials. Uh-oh, 18, okay. Materials, maximum of 100 characters, okay? So what materials did I use? Canvas, acrylic paint, I also used, marker, Sharpie marker, um, drawing paper. I used this one glue because this was glued down. I used masking tape, actually. Masking tape. Oops, not making the masking tape. Okay, so those are the materials that I used for this particular piece. Here, my process. Okay. Experimented with texture and color on canvas with paint. Then glued portrait drawn on paper. Right, so that's my process. Okay, I save it and I upload it. That's all I have to write. I don't have to say too much. I'm just what did I do? I experimented with texture and color on canvas with paint. Then I glued portrait drawn on paper down to the canvas. All right, so that's that. So I save this. Make sure I save it, save my changes. All right. So now I'm ready to upload my second image, and I want to put the final piece of this. This is the process piece. I want to put the final one here. Okay. So I have to edit that piece also. So I go back to Pixlr, get rid of this, and go back. And I'm going to open my next image, also saved somewhere, right? And it's the final piece that I made. It was finally done. Open it up. Now, this one needed some work. Okay, if you look at it right here, the photograph I took of it was not very good. So, because right here, it's like crooked. Okay, so there is an option for me to edit. There's obviously a cropping tool that I could use to crop, but there's also there's a transform tool that I could use, and there's something called free distort. So if I click free distort, I can literally pull this image up, okay, and kind of fix it so that it's more presentable for my portfolio, right? And now once I do that, I don't even need to crop it. Okay, it looks perfectly fine. All right, so now all I have to do is size it, okay, because obviously right here, 3024 is the width and 4032 is the height. It's way too big. So I go to image size, and I'm going to change, since we did this before, we know more than likely if I put 780 here, it's going to be too big. It's going to be 585. We want it 530. So I go back here and I type 530, and same as the last one, 530 by 707. I apply it. It does look small, but it's not. I'll fit on screen. Maybe I want to adjust this one with an auto adjust, give it a little more vibrancy. I like it. I like the way it looks. It's good. File, save, has to be not a PNG, has to be a JPEG. I would name it Final SI, Sustained Investigation 2, Final Portrait. This way I know what it is. Just all the way to 100 and download that. So now I have it right here. Okay, I can open it up and it's good to go for my portfolio. Close that. Go back to my portfolio here. Upload. Go in, find the image. Let's see. Portrait. Right there. Okay, upload it. And there you go. The height is the same. It's 18 by 12. The materials are the same. Copy and paste. Right, and the process is the same. Copy, paste. Okay. And I save this. And now I have 2 images already in my sustained investigation. All right. So I hope that helps you. And you really have, if you don't know how to do this, or you don't know how to save your images, or you don't know how to take pictures, or you don't know how to get into your portfolio, you need to tell me, because we're in a critical time right now. We really, really have to start uploading things, labeling them, editing them, and getting our portfolio going. You do have to continue to produce artwork. Okay, you should be producing between 1 and 2 sustained investigation pieces per week. They can be small, they do not have to be large, but you have to continue going with that. All right, so that's it for now, and we'll talk more about this in class. Thank you.